You know what? I don't even care if the reflection is gonna annoy you. They cute. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, if you guys didn't already know, I did a Is It Worth the Hype video in Easter, and you guys all seem to really like it, so I thought I'd do a part 2. If you don't know what this is already, basically, I review like products which have been really hyped up on YouTube. For example, my last one I did like Kylie lip kits, stuff like that, and I just give you an honest opinion and tell you whether these products are worth the hype or not. But yeah, let's get on into the video. Starting off with applicators, the beauty blenders. I also have the micro mini ones, but they're over there and I can't be bothered to get them. But beauty blenders are like the most hyped up like applier, I think that's the right word, on YouTube, well, I would say. So I have the normal original pink one, and then I have the new beauty blusher, which is just like, I think it's pretty new. And then I also have the tiny yellow micro mini ones. I really don't like the micro ones. They're just they're actually too small to do anything because they're so small. They're so hard to pick up. They're supposed to be for concealer, but they're just so small. I can't do anything with them. And I love these two to absolute death. So this is the beauty blusher, although I don't use it for blusher because I've never used cream blusher in like my life. I use this for concealer and baking. And then for the big one, I use it for foundation and cream like products, like cream contour. Yeah, that's what I use these two for. I just wet them and like squeeze them out, and I don't actually think these are that expensive, to be honest, for like the product value. I can't remember the exact prices, but if you're in the UK, you can get them from Beauty Bay, I think Beauty Bay, but definitely Cult Beauty, Selfridges, and I think some Boots stock them, and obviously you can get them off Sephora, but you know that shipping charge. These two are worth the hype. Ding! Am I gonna put a ding? I don't know if I'll put a ding in editing. Moving on, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. This is probably, other than the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, which I haven't actually tried yet, the most raved foundation on YouTube, joint with the stick. Again, the stick I haven't tried, but I will try out the stick and I'll let you guys know what I think of it. So the whole idea around this is that it's HD because it was made for HD television, so it covers up every single little thing. Because on HD television you can see every little thing, so it needs to cover up every little thing. But it sounds like such a high coverage foundation. It's not. It's medium to high coverage depending on how much build you want it on. Like obviously the more pumps you pump out, the higher the coverage it's gonna be. I do 2 or 3 if it's like a filming day, and it is like just medium coverage, but like that's quite good for me because I really don't have that bad skin. Yeah, this is worth the hype. And I'll let you guys know what I think about the stick when I try it. I'm talking really fast. Okay, so you guys know that in my last Is It Worth the Hype video, I talked about the Urban Decay Naked Concealer, and I said how it was the best concealer ever and no concealer would ever replace it. Bitch, you thought. The Nars Creamy freaking Concealer. Bitch, the Nars Concealer takes that Urban Decay spot. It snatched it. This is amazing. First of all, I don't know the price comparison between the two. I really don't at all. I don't even want to like give you false information. I don't know the price point, but what I do know is this is like a lot more creamier and it's got a lot better shade range. The Urban Decay one, I think it only comes in 3 shades, and then in those 3 shades there's cool, neutral and warm. I think. I may be wrong. But that is so limited. Like I know people who have had to buy 2 of the Urban Decay concealers just so they can like mix them together to get the correct colour for them. The Nars one has such like I think there's 9 shades in the Nars concealer, which is so good. Mine's in the second lightest, light 2, because it's a bit lighter than my skin, because I still want that under eye highlight, but the Urban Decay one, like that was under eye highlight. Like under eye highlight. This is just like under eye highlight. Like Urban Decay under eye. Nars under eye. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I love it. It's so creamy, so easy to blend, and it looks amazing. So this is definitely worth the hype. The Laura Mercier translucent powder. I was considering to put this in because I didn't know if it was like hyped up as much as some of these other products, but I thought like majority of YouTubers have talked about this and use it, so I thought I would mention it. This is £30, which is pretty pricey for a powder, but as you can see, it's big. It stores a lot. So yeah, well I only use this for baking, which is probably ridiculous. I spent £30 on something that I'm just gonna bake with. But it is amazing at it. Like it is so good. I use it for baking my under eye and my contour, and it's so amazing. Like, I can't actually think of anything that is better than this. So, is it worth the hype? Is it worth the £30? I'm gonna say if you are like obsessed with makeup like me and you like want to constantly buy and try new things and you don't care how much a product is, as long as it's good, you want to try it out, I'd say this is worth the hype for you. But if you're just like someone who doesn't like to spend all their money on makeup, doesn't like want to spend loads and loads of money on makeup, but they still want something good, I'd probably say this isn't the one for you. I have heard, I don't know what happened there, the collection one is really good. I personally haven't tried it, but I heard it's really good, so yeah, that's what I'd say. This is maybe, is it worth the hype? Maybe. I've now got 2 palettes from Anastasia. Okay, so I call it Anastasia Beverly Hills because I know that it's spelt like Anastasia, but I've seen so many people call it Anastasia and I've always thought it was Anastasia. And then when I said it in one of my videos, people were like, the way you pronounce Anastasia. I was like, oh, right. Anyway, so Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just gonna call it ABH to avoid confusion. The Cream Contour Kit. So recently, Anastasia Bay brought out a fair one, which this shade. This is fair, and this fair light, medium, dark. The fair one, okay, first of all, I don't know if you guys can see, but this shade and this shade, basically the same shades. Where is it? It doesn't look like it on camera, but this shade and this shade, basically the same shades. So although you're getting 6 pans, you're basically getting 4 shades, which I was pretty pissed off about because I did pay £40 for this. And the fair, I do think is too light for me. I've got it on today. I can only use this shade to contour. These are just too, like, as you can see, it's like just too light for me. And I don't really use the highlighter shade. So basically I paid £40 just for this shade down here. So if I was gonna buy it again, I probably would order light, although Jazz has light and she says it's a bit too dark for her, so I don't know. Anyway, the quality of these products are insane. I love them. They're my favorite cream contour products by far. So for the £40, if you get your shade right, I'd say these are worth it. But for me, I only use one shade in this whole palette and I paid £40. So I don't know if it's worth the hype personally for me, but the quality of these products are so good. So if you make sure you get like a palette that is got plenty of shades that suit your skin tone, then I would say it is so worth the hype. And then the Glow Kit in Gleams. We about to get poppin'. So, as you guys know, Anastasia came out with some highlighter kits. She came out with Gleam, and then she came out with Sun Dip, and now she's come out with Sweet and Moonchild. I want to get Sweet when I go to America. But these are amazing. So these are as well £40, but the pan size of these is huge. Like, so this is effectively £10 because it's 40 divided by 4, 10. Yeah. And what I love about this is if you run out of one shade, you don't need to rebuy the whole palette. They're refillable pans, so you can just buy the pan of the shade that you run out of, which I think is a genius idea. And if you just only want like one shade, then you can just buy it and put it in like a Z palette or something. I love, like as much as you think that I can use these 2 shades, I do use them. Obviously I do mainly use the 2 paler shades, which are Crushed Pearl and Starburst, but I sometimes use Mimosa to highlight my temples, and Hard Candy I often mix with Starburst, so I mix the 2 to get a highlighter, and I really, really like this. I think this is so worth the hype for £40. 4 highlighters for £40 is ridiculous, and the quality of them as well. I've got, which one do I have today? I think I have Crushed Pearl on today. I love it. I think it's worth the hype, and I'm gonna buy another one, so that obviously shows that it's worth the hype. Okay, so I know I featured this product in my last video, in my last What's the Hype. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. And I said in my last video, I didn't think it was worth the hype for me, but I had the wrong shade back then. I had medium brown. And when I went to Jazz's house, I tried hers, which is light brown. Oh my god, it is amazing. So I got it on my brows today, and I've got it on, had it on my brows every video since like the end of Easter. It is so good. Like I've got a shade now that works for me, and oh my god, because before they were just like dark and bushy and horrible when I used the product, but now I've got it in my right shade. They fleeky AF. Oh, I hate the word fleeky. Why did I just use that? Ah! I think you're only allowed to use the word fleeky with brows. Like, I would never say like, oh, that top is on fleek. But like, I'd say brows are on fleek. But that's just because like brows on fleek is like a saying. and I don't find that cringy, but I find like saying anything else on fleek really cringy, I don't know. This is worth the hype if you make sure you get that right shade, which is pretty obvious. Like, obviously get the right shade, like, but I ordered mine online, so you know it was, oh, glitter just went in my eye. I'm gonna go blind. I'm not even joking, I'm gonna go blind. Oh my god, mom. Oh my god, someone call like an ambulance or something. I'm actually gonna like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna be a trooper and try and carry on with the video. Moving on to the Makeup Geek Cosmetics eyeshadows. Don't ask what's going on. Oh, that's a satisfying sound. I get distracted so easily. So, okay, first of all, don't take these traveling with you. I took these like so many places traveling with me, and look how disgusting it is. It's like some of the shades are broken. But you can get those like they sell Makeup Geek travel cases, which are like thick and like durable, so you know you can always buy one of those, but I'm cheap AF. Anyway, I have 3 foiled. One of the foils aren't in here because the normal ones fit in the MAC eyeshadow holders, but the foiled ones, like, they'll fit in but you can't get them out. So my one in the spotlight's stuck in there. But I also have Grandstand, which is this one here, and Starry Eyed, which is this one here, both of which I have on my lids today. And then the rest are just their normal ones. £5 for the normal ones, £8 for the foiled ones. I think these are, oh, okay, these pigmentations, friggin' look at that. You can't look at it because it won't focus. That pigmentation. MAC ones are £10 and I so prefer these to MAC ones. These ones just are a lot more like creamier, easier to work with, more pigmented. I so prefer Makeup Geek to MAC. And yeah, I love them. And for UK, they now stock Makeup Geek on Beauty Bay. They stock like everything. The Z palettes, the normal shadows, duochrome, sparklers, the eyeliner, like, oh, I just totally got makeup on my shirt. Everything, well actually no, not everything from Makeup Geek because I haven't tried everything, but everything that I've tried, so the foiled shadows and the normal shadows, 100% worth the hype. You better be on Beauty Bay right now as I speak. And finally, lips. I'm going to start off with the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks. I've got the shade Bow and Arrow. I'm just going to go ahead and swatch this. So it is just that shade there. I love this. The formula of these are so creamy and nice, and they are long lasting, as it says in the name of them. When I go to America, which is on Tuesday, I cannot wait. I am gonna go and head and buy Lolita and Lolita Part 2 and like any others that like take my fancy. But yeah, I love these so much. Well, I love this so much. I only have one, and I would definitely say that this is worth the hype. And finally, sorry, Lewis, was that even English? And finally, what would a Is It Worth the Hype video be without Kylie Cosmetics? Anyway, let's start off with the gloss. This is in the shade Like, which is the darkest of the 3. I did want to get So Cute, but Jazz said that like So Cute only looks so cute on people with a tan because it just washes out people like who are a bit more fair. But anyway, I got the shade Like. First of all, I know my brush is the old one, which, you know, was the whole drama with Jeffree Star. He was like, this isn't okay. She was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Then she sent out new ones, but I didn't use it like enough to keep the new one, so I did a giveaway with it. So yeah, it is that color there. I really like these. They're like pretty sticky, but I like them. And I like that color on me. I like it. I'd say, I don't know if it was worth the hype. If you're a gloss person, it's worth the hype. But if you're just buying something because you want something from Kylie Cosmetics, I'd probably say buy something else. And finally, I have a metallic matte liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Air. On the lips, it is stunning. It's just so subtly metallic. It definitely shows the most like subtle. It's that color on the end there, but as you can see, it looks just like really horrible. Like, it doesn't look that nice, but on the lips it looks really nice. It looks really nice. Anyway, the controversy around the metallic matte liquid lipsticks is that there isn't that much product in the bottle. Now, I've watched that 22-minute on the Kai Majesty review. The whole point around that is that that girl was like, this, when I got it, it felt so much lighter, so I like did like the thing, so I like swirled my brush around the outside and loads of product came off and like there was no product in there, but like yada yada yada. And I don't know if that's just with Kai Majesty, but I thought we would try it out in this video. Okay, well, a bit. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but it's nothing like major. It seems okay with me, but I don't know, like I just check your metallic mattes. Not that you can actually do anything, because I know that girl emailed the customer services and they were like, that is just gonna happen because the formula's different. I don't know. I love it. I love it. I really want to get Rain. I've seen Jazz wear Rain and it looks so pretty on fair skin, and I'm gonna order it in the next restock, I think. Anywho, that was my Is It Worth the Hype video. If you guys want to see a part 3, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!